everyone, I'm Adrienne Everheart, your feminine energy dating and relationship coach. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how to really get a man to chase you and crave you when the man himself needs healing. So you might find yourself in love with a wonderful man, but he definitely needs some healing in his life. There's some reasons he's not coming forth and claiming you, asking you to marry him and things like this, or get the commitment you really desire, because there are things going on in his life that he needs to heal from. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how your natural feminine energy, without pushing any agenda on him or controlling him, but how your natural feminine energy can actually heal a man. Now, as always, if you're new to my channel, please take a moment, hit the subscribe button, and if this video helps you, be sure to give it a thumbs up and a like. And as always, I love to hear from you in the comment section. I try to answer every one if I can, but please do subscribe and welcome to my channel. So the first thing that I want you to ask yourself is, am I attracting men into my life who need healing? And I want you to just for a moment, take a second and ask yourself, who would I be if I attracted a healthy man? Who would I be if I attracted a man that had no problems with claiming me, commitment, or wanting to be married? So I just want you to take a few moments and sit in that energy of what it would feel like to not have to help a man get any sort of resources or therapy or help from you in order to heal. I want you to spend a little time thinking about, who would I be if I didn't have to do something to help the man? Who would I be if I attracted a really healthy guy who had his job all figured out, who had his life untangled, and was ready for a loving, long-lasting, committed relationship with me? What would I feel like? So as much as you can, realign your feminine energy with getting in touch with what that energy feels like. The next thing I want you to consider is, are his problems your problems? No, they're not. They're his problems. He's a man. He has to figure them out. One of the best things about feminine energy is that you're not over-functioning, you're not overdoing, you're not controlling or manipulating an outcome. You're letting the man have the time and space and mental energy away from you so that he can figure his life out. So often women, a man can actually feel our energy on him, and it actually makes them stiffen up. And how many of you can really figure out how to do something or problem solve when someone's standing right over your shoulder? It really doesn't feel good. You feel under stress and under pressure. And we are women, we have a lot more receptors to deal with emotion. Men have less, they get flooded much easier emotionally. So make sure his problems are his problems. They're not your problems to fix or solve. You don't have to fix problems in his life so that he can figure out how to marry you, claim you, be committed, and be that guy that you really, really want him to be. The next thing I want you to consider before you allow your feminine energy to begin healing a man is, are you in love with his potential? So often we fall in love with what a man could be. If only he finished his college degree. If only he could get his ex-wife off his back. If only he could figure out his bills or sort out whatever's going on with him, or get over the trauma from his childhood or his PTSD or his addictions or whatever it may be. We fall in love with that future man. And this is where I say you're in love with the God that you're seeing inside of him. You are in love with the life and beauty that you see inside of him. And you love the person as well, but a woman can really see into a person and see what more they have to offer or give. So much so that we end up not living in the present moment, where the man really is this flawed person. We all have problems. We all have things that we need to tackle in our own cosmic karmic journey in life. And we definitely don't want to intercept someone else's cosmic karmic journey. This is for him to figure out. This is where he's at in life. And it may not align with your values. You may literally be on a different plane of existence than he is. So sometimes we have to say, am I in love with who he could be? Or am I really, really in love with what I've got right now? The way he's showing up right now. Now, what do these questions and tactics get you to do? They get you to peel your energy off of the man. When your energy is peeled off of the man, you're in your own feminine energy body. you can get really clear about what you're feeling inside your body. When you're up in the masculine energy world, you're thinking, you're doing, you're making things happen, and the biggest thing, you're problem solving. Now, don't get me wrong, you know exactly how to put his life back together and solve his problems, but he doesn't want to hear it. A man doesn't want to be controlled or someone telling him how to do something. It robs them of their masculine energy. I really wish things were different. I really wish we could just program men to do what we know they need to do to fix their life or any problem, but it doesn't work that way. Again, his own cosmic karmic journey. It's his steps in life he has to take. Even if you're raising children, you understand at some point you can advise your child, but at some point you have to let them go. You have to let them make their own decisions. So when you peel your energy off of a man, you allow him time and space to be who he is, and most importantly, show you what he can or cannot do. And this is where you have to sit back and watch and observe. I want you to also be willing to walk away. I want you to have it in your energy. It's nothing that you want to threaten the man with. You don't want to threaten him like, I'll leave you if this doesn't change. I want you instead to just have it in your energy that I know that if this continues and we don't start making some improvements, I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to figure out something else for myself. I know I'm going to be okay. I'm a beautiful, dynamite, powerful woman. I know I'm going to be just fine if this guy's problems don't get solved and it's not what I want. So just have that in your energy, have that in your vibe, that you're going to be okay no matter what. And believe me, you will. Now, on to really healing the man. And this is what I love about my feminine energy work, is that I really use some powerful things that exist naturally inside of you. When we step away from thinking and doing and solving, and you really get inside your body, you'll find that these steps feel really authentic and natural. They support good psychology, they support healthy spiritual connection, and they're going to feel right and authentic to you. The first one, I want you to be okay listening, but listen up to a point. This is where you want to have a boundary. If the man is droning on and on every day when he comes home from work, or he talks about his ex-wife or his old pains and hurts, there's a limit to how much you can handle and really soak in and be there for him. After about 5 minutes of listening to him, you need to take a break, you need to do something else. I don't want you to turn into his therapist. I want you to be able to have that boundary and be able to say to him, okay, I've listened and I feel so terrible about what's going on. I trust you're going to figure it out, and I'm always here for you, but I need a break for a little while. You need to be able to have that boundary so you don't merge or melt into becoming his therapist instead of his hot, sexy wife or girlfriend. Another really important one, when a man is speaking or doing the talking, give him your undivided attention. Put away your cell phone. Studies have been shown even if a cell phone is on a table while a conversation is being had, the importance is lowered, the value is lowered of that conversation. So put away your cell phone, look him right in the eyes and nod and listen. Let him know you're there and you're not interrupting him to problem solve or give your point of view or offer how you would do it differently. Just let him have that moment. All of the focus is on him so you can be an empathetic, loving, and caring partner. I want you to make sure that you're always embracing the good. When there's a problem, masculine energy is going to want to take over and work on the problem 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 and work on the problem, so that that's all you're seeing is what's wrong. And so often we really need to pause, get out of that loop, untangle ourselves from that sort of thinking about what is wrong and how do we fix it. And I want you to begin to notice what is going right. Your eyes will get opened really wide to how many good things are happening. When he walks in the back door, he doesn't have to shut the door. He doesn't have to wear a clean shirt. He doesn't have to shower. He doesn't have to brush his teeth or let the dog out to go to the bathroom. These are all wonderful things that he is doing that I want you to begin to notice, no matter how tiny or seemingly insignificant they are. Remember, women, we can live in this place of masculine boy energy, and it almost becomes like a superpower for us, where anything that we perceive as wrong or needs fixing it takes utmost importance in our thinking and our lives. So we become hyper-focused on outcome and results instead of the beautiful life that we're really having. So I want you to be able to slow down and observe what really is working. Where is your man really doing good stuff? And make sure you tell him and notice it. This isn't about nurturing his ego or making him feel better. It's about focusing on the good that you do want to have in the relationship. The last thing I want to share with you, while your man is healing, you've done all these wonderful steps, you have this mindset now, you're really going in within and finding what you feel, and you're not over focusing on him. I never ever want you to be fearful of asking him the following: where do you see us going? This is a question it is your right to ask. You are investing your time to this person and this relationship. Take a moment to ask, where do you see us going? The past few months have felt amazing, and I know we're still figuring things out, but it feels so wonderful to be wrapped up in your arms, and we have so much fun, and I enjoy our time together. I just feel like every day's a vacation, and I'm just curious, where do you see us going? And be willing to sit back in silence and observe the man and see how he answers you and see how things begin to change. Now, don't be too scared if he, for a couple of weeks, backs off a little bit, that this question might really make him reflect. And when men reflect, they go to the cave and they need a little alone time, and they need to make sure that you're not going to freak out if they take this. Now remember, dropping out of the relationship for 2 weeks is not what I'm talking about, but definitely a little time. Encourage him to have this time alone. Support him to have his own time alone. Men need that time to recharge. All right, ladies, I hope this video has been helpful on how you can help heal your man and heal the relationship to get him to chase you, crave you, want to claim you again. I hope you can review all the steps in this video. You've made good notes. And as always, if you want to learn more, I have so many programs out there, including FEM Tools for Dating. It stands for Feminine Energy Mindset Method, as well as my ebook, 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. All of these give you more resources and more repetition. There's always more to learn and develop as you get in touch with your natural feminine energy. And as always, give me a like, hit subscribe, and I would love to hear from you in the comments section. Thanks so much for joining me today. Much love. Mwah. Bye-bye.